Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. New look, got the ladies shook. New watch saying it's my time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, oh my. Call me a king, you can buy me a crown. Oh my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. Get the attention, I'm on a mission. Man with a vision. Got a passion. Making it happen. Ready for action. And this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. So anyone who tried to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. This is my world now. Hey! Here we go! We coming ready or not, you better steady yourself, because we're raising some hell. There's nothing keeping this roof from blowing off. We're taking over the town, hit the switch and shut it down. Like Indian, we're electric, never stop. We coming ready or not, we coming ready or not. We're giving all that we got, we're giving all that we got. We're coming ready or not. We're throwing gas on the fire, the stratosphere
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Our family started RVing a few years ago, and when I think about all those campfires and fishing trips and sporting events, these are memories that are going to last a lifetime. I want to help others do the same thing. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, General Manager at the all-new Click It RV in Milton Freewater. People in this community are very familiar with this location and the great service they've always received. So the biggest question we get is, where is Keith? The great news is, Keith is still here.
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of things come and go. Through all the changes that we have seen, one thing that has not changed for us is the quality of our service.
Buying an RV is a big purchase, but it should be a fun and happy experience. So whether it be in sales or service or parts, our mission is simple: be the best. From our team here at Click It RV in Milton Freewater, we invite you to come down and experience the difference.
Before the Lucas Oil Show Me 100, the drivers of the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League and Alex Robinson Promotions will battle it out on the virtual Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri. We welcome you to coverage of the next round of the Pro Qualifier Prep Series. And this is iRacing on LSRTV. Good evening. I am Wesley Outlet, and I am joined by Wesley Outlet, by myself. Charles Wooten is our producer. He might chime in a time or two. He does love dirt racing. He is very knowledgeable of it, but his job is to click the buttons. That's what he's here for. So, Alex Robinson is normally my colleague in the booth, but I think he's actually having to race direct and officiate the events tonight. So all of that is ongoing. I welcome you to coverage. We're getting ready on the exciting track that is the Lucas Oil Speedway, the crowned diamond, the diamond jewel in the Midwest. Yes, in Wheatland, Missouri. And as you tell from the picturesque video images, track is out in the middle of the boonies, nowhere land, okay? And it's an awesome racetrack. I've been there a time or two myself. Beautiful facility. It's just an amazing work of art, and it's so cool that it's also on the iRacing simulator. We got almost 30 drivers that are signed in, ready to go here tonight. We have 30 officially now. 30 is officially here. So we're getting ready to qualify. Qualifying will then set the stage for heat races, Consi, I don't know if necessary, and then basically the 50-lap race, paying $120 to win. Here's your Kaufman Creative weather conditions. Obviously, partly cloudy, but it's sunny right now. 78 degrees, wind speed 2 miles an hour, and track temp at 87. Just flip-flop those numbers. And there you go, Kaufman Creative weather conditions. Hey, by the way, don't forget, join us coming up later tonight. We've got racing from Missouri, Worldwide Technology Raceway for the Northwest Click It RV Fixed Setup Series. Jason Rockefeller and myself will be on the call for that. Coming up later this evening. That's around 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. Qualifying, we saw Evan C. We see Drew Jonkman. None of these guys like their cars. Here comes Tyler Wilfong on the speedway. We'll see what Wilfong can do. Wilfong in the 124. You see that it's a big one with a 24 small in the numbers. I like that. Pretty cool. The Wilfong Racing entry. Let's see how he does in qualifying. He's probably finally the first car that actually comes out here and completes a solid lap. We're rocking and rolling here tonight. We're glad you're here. Got the scoring telemetry up. Evan C. obviously setting the fast time with a 14:38. Brandon Freeberg on track now. We'll see where Freeberg ends up. Matthew Selby, Chase Barbera. Cody Nevin just cracked the 4th spot. Nope, Nevin got bumped to 5th. Robbie Buchanan Jr. just got it. And we're a minute left to go in qualifying. As Drew Jonkman will turn a 14:51. Just saw him a moment ago, and now we're going to see the 171. He'll climb to 3rd for Brandon Freeberg. Brandon Freeberg in the 171, my apologies. And now Hayden Tollison, the 327. Finishing up with his qualifying lap. He's way at the bottom of the barrel. Blake Majulis, Moneybags out of Asheville, New York. We'll see what he does in the 127. Majulis C Speed Shop entry. Blake Majulis 7C, now partners in the world of iRacing, esports, and it's working well. And we'll see where Blake Majulis will end up. He will end up 12th, 14:45. By the way, 5 cars with a 14:45 in qualifying. Fast qualifier, how about it out of Mount Airy, North Carolina? The driver of the 00, Kendall Tucker. Fast time in qualifying. There you go. Props to the madman up there in the mountains of North Carolina. All right. So I'm understanding that we're running 3 heat races, 10 cars each. So let's give you the starting lineup for heat race number 1 on the pole. Kendall Tucker, the 00. Brandon Freeberg on the outside in the 171. Row 2, Robbie Buchanan Jr., the 12. Ryan Flatten in the 15 from Elko, Minnesota. Row 3, Knox Lumley, the 24. Colton Herbert, the 13. Row number 4, we'll find Nick Baum in the 02. Tyler Wilfong, the 124. Top 10 starters in heat number 1, Hayden Tollison and Chance Card. 8 laps. 10-lap heat races is what I've been informed. 10-lap heats. So I'm assuming you're going to have 10 heats or 10 laps, 3 heat races, and probably the top, I don't know, 5 are going to transfer, or top 6 are going to transfer, and then you're going to run 1 B main with the 30-car field, I'm thinking. So we'll see if all that comes right. But 50 laps of distance for the A main. The field is rolling behind the pace truck. They'll make another lap under caution, obviously, before we turn them loose in their feature race. Later tonight, 50 laps here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Kendall Tucker ready to bring him to the green along with Brandon Freeberg. That's your front row. 1 to go at the line. We go green next time around. So 10 laps the distance. By the way, if you're a fan of the super late models on dirt, remember tomorrow night we've got you covered from Knoxville for the next round of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series presented by LSRTV and Click It RV. But tonight, KD, Kentucky Dirt Racing League, Drew Hopkins, Alex Robinson Promotions, ready to go at Lucas Oil Raceway. We're green. Heat number 1. Boy, Gumbel's just a big jumble of traffic right there behind the leaders on the whole shot for Tucker. Freeberg, Buchanan, Flatten, they're all fighting it out there for those final spots. Here comes Dr. Greatness closing in. Colton Herbert on the inside. Will he go 3 wide? No, he won't. He'll go to the outside lane. Put the blocks there in just a moment on Buchanan. And all the while, Tucker leads the way. Kendall Tucker out in front. Son of the Puppy Creek Flash, Noel Tucker, one of the greats of super late models and modified racing back in the day. Kendall Tucker, also a current pro late model racer in 602, 604 competition. And as well as his many accolades of success in iRacing. Right now, look, 00 out in front. Here you go now with Herbert. Herbert battling with Buchanan on the inside. Tucker, Freeberg, Flatten, Herbert, Buchanan, Lumley. I think the top 6 are going in the dance. And oh, Herbert goes around. He gets airborne. He flips. Collects Tollison. Collects another car. Caution out. Oh, my. Here's your replay. Flip count already at 1. Colton Herbert and the replay. Oh my. 1.5 if you count Tollison. No, that wasn't Tollison. That was the other car. I believe it was. Oh wow. Well, there's your caution. We'll have to reset it and try it again here after that accident involving, I'll tell you what, Hayden Tollison and Colton Herbert, they caught Chance Carr. Those drivers, they were really going at it, fighting for position there. And then obviously that incident there puts Colton Herbert all the way to the back and have to start over. Lights are still on the pace truck here. We got a handful of laps completed before the accident happened. 5 down and 5 to go. So we'll settle in and get you ready for the restart. Caution laps do not count, by the way. Lights are... Wow, they're still on. Wow, what's taking so long? I wonder if we got a glitch on timing and scoring here. They're trying to work on it. No, the lights are still on the pace truck here. We got 5 laps to go, 5 in. I figured we'd be back to green by now. And okay, lights off on the pace truck now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ready to assemble. Ready to get back to it. 5 laps down, 5 to go. Pace truck exits off of turn number 2, entering the back straightaway. And Kendall Tucker ready to pull the trigger there in the Carson's salon shop. 00 BR55, and we're back at it again. BHR55, we're back underway. By the way, that's Billy Hicks Racing double nickel chassis on the car of Tucker. Flat up the track, Flat Out's his nickname. He's got some company now by Buchanan on the inside. Freeberg piles away from those drivers for the number 2 spot. And all the while, Tucker leading the charge. They're going to come to the line. Going to be 2 laps to go now. Working turn 3, Kendall Tucker out in front. He'll see the white flag go in the air this time by. Final lap in heat race number 1. Kendall Tucker looking good, looking strong. Puts that double zero off the corner. Double nickel chassis out of turn 4. Checkered flag, Kendall Tucker. Winner of heat race number here at Lucas Oil Raceway of virtual Wheatland. So, again, Kendall Tucker getting it done in heat number 1. We'll get ready now for the second of 3 heat races, another 10 laps. By the way, 1 caution flag in the race. So, Logan Rumsey is ready to go. He's on the pole in heat number 2. Matthew Selby on the outside of the 46, row 1. Row 2, Cody Nevin in the 11. Dylan Hauser in the 2. Never count that guy out. Lewis Rorick in the number 5, and Scott V. Fritz in the number 48, row 3. Row 4, Drew Jonkman and Colton Zimmer. Top 10, Cameron Kaysen and Tyler Berry, 500. There's your lineup. This track, remember, Lucas Oil Raceway will host the annual Show Me 100 this weekend, as a matter of fact.
So that'll be really cool to check out. The Show Me 100 again this weekend. And we're coming to the green flag here in heat race number 2 at Lucas Oil Raceway. Hole shot into turn number 3. It's going to be down to the inside. Logan Rumsey. Rumsey's going to battle Selby. Hauser in that mix as they work their way across the line. And we're 1 lap in. Wesley, back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Voice. As all of this going on in the green flag, Logan Rumsey is the man. Oh, look out! Hold it together, guys. They save it. Oh, my, are they still going to wreck? They saved it. They're not. They are. They're not. They are. Wow. Barry Rourke, Hauser, Selby, Jonkman, Zimmer could have a pile up in the entire round of the track. That was racing at its finest. 3 in, 7 to go. Look out. Oh, no. Flip count at 3. We got 1 around and upside down. Jonkman in 21.
So Jonkman going up and over, upside down. We're under yellow flag again here. Let's take a look at the replay of what happened to the 21.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Voice. Again, there's Jonkman, and he just gets airborne, and up and over goes the Drew Jonkman machine. So we have 7 laps in, 3 to go. By the way, Mr. Voice, my producer, has said never to have you on the broadcast again. He is bad. You're bad. Logan Rumsey is the leader right now. Scott Fritz in the number 2 spot. Colton Zimmer 3rd. Matthew Selby, followed by Cody Nevin in the top 5. That's the way it stands right now, as we'll try to get them re-racked, restacked, and go again. Who's going to join Kendall Tucker on the front row for tonight's events here at the Lucas Oil Raceway, or Lucas Oil Speedway, might I add. Logan Rumsey, Kendall Tucker waits who's going to be on his outside for the feature, and Logan Rumsey on the jump. We're back underway. Logan Rumsey, Matthew Selby, Scott Fritz, top 3. All of this going on as they work their way back into the corner into turn number 1 and 2. Back straight away. Love that camera angle off that 3rd turn. Halfway home now. A lap ago, 5 down, now 4 to go. Logan Rumsey, Matthew Selby, Scott Fritz, Colton Zimmer, Cody Nevin, your top 5. Dylan Hauser on the bubble looking to go in. I think they're taking 6 from the heat races. 4 on the outside looking in. Right now, Junkman in the pits for a flip to the 21. Coming to the line this time by Alpha turn number 4. They've got now 2 to go. Back straightaway now. See how unique the front stretch and the back stretch is, with the exception of the flag stand separating. White flags in the air, 1 to go. Here in heat number 2, it's Logan Rumsey out in front. But a drive for Rumsey, the number 7. He'll work his way off the corner. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Logan Rumsey, Selby, Fritz, Zimmer, Hauser, Nevin unofficially. Your 6 that are going in from heat race number 2. So that's the way they'll finish up in heat number 2. 1 more heat race left to go. Preliminary heat race number 3 on deck. Ready to give you the starting lineup. Once we get them into place here. All right, let's go. Row number 1, Evan C., the 33 on the pole to the outside. Chase Barbera in the number 20. Row 2, Ethan Toder in the 29. Blake Majulis, money bag, struggled in qualifying. He'll start 4th in heat 3. Row 3, Bob Klein and Matt Gore. Row 4, Chase Hardy, Jason Salter. Top 10, Bailey Dutton and Walker Morgan. Green flag, final heat race underway here at Lucas Oil Speedway. This is the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League Robinson Racing Promotions Pro Qualifier. Round 4 tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway. Charles, you're glitching bad, but I think it might be on my end, I believe. I don't know, unless you're having a problem. It's on my end then. My apologies. Right now, Evan C. still the leader. Chase Barbera and Howard caught back up. Blake Majulis in 30, starting 4th. Toder behind him in the 29. So far, everybody holding it together, minding their P's and Q's. And heat race number 3. Evan C., the driver that's in the lead, he's in front. Looking good, looking a strong ride again. We mentioned that Majulis C Speed Shop team. Well, there you see again another great run. And ironically, in this heat race, you've actually got Evan C. and Blake Majulis in the heat race together. Evan C. running with it, the Chesney, South Carolina driver. Solid run so far for Evan C., Chase Barbera, Blake Majulis, 1, 2, and 3. Good, solid racing, no cautions, a very fast heat race. And with 2 laps to go in heat number 3, they're coming for the white. And the driver is Evan C. Majulis now battles Barbera. White flag in the air for that final spot. Blake Majulis under attack by Chase Barbera. Majulis will finally clear him. Got a run in 3 on Evan C. Evan C. will hold on. He will take heat number 3. What's so crucial about these heat races is it really jumbles up the lineup because you're 1-1-1. 4th place is second. Place is second from heat 2. 6th is second from heat number 3. 1-1-1, 2-2-2, 333-444, and so on back. And now we're creating for what will be, I believe, the last chance qualifier. I have been informed there will be 2 B mains, actually, 2 B mains getting to staged. So there will be 2 B mains now. And Charles, let me get a confirmation of how many are transferring, if you don't mind, when you find out. So, line up for row number 1, Knox Lumley in B main number 1. And Bob Klein in the 9. Row 2, Cody Nevin in the 11. Chance Carr in the 30. Row 3, Chase Hardy in the 99. Tyler Berry in 500. Row 4, field rolls. Hayden Tolles into the 327 and Walker Morgan in the 38. Drew Jonkman, one of the flippers, will start 9th. What do you say, Charles? 6 from the B mains going in. So they did 3 heat races. They took the top 4. So you're 12 drivers. And then you have 2 B mains. Top 6 go in. There's your 24 car field. And B main dock on a couple of extra laps. 12 the distance. Final shot to go to the A main here at Lucas Oil Speedway in the virtual heart of America, Wheatland, Missouri. We're underway. Green flag. Oh, we got trouble. Berry, Carr, Tollison, Jonkman, all involved. Somehow they keep it straight and narrow after the calamity on the green, and now they're going to trigger a caution. Yellow is out. Boy, oh boy, but it rains, it pours. I think Berry's the cause of the caution. Tyler Berry in the 500, we'll find out. Replay time. Berry sending the 2 in the air, sending the 327 airborne. Hayden Tollison there. Flip count, by the way, 4 already. Hey, another thing we haven't mentioned, and I'm sure we will whenever we get into the feature itself, but it is the caution information presented by Virginia811.com, reminding you to call before you dig. 1 caution, obviously, for the B main 1. But we've seen, what, 6 cautions so far today? They don't keep track of that, though. Resets after each race. But again, big thanks to Brian Morehouse and the great peeps at Virginia811.com, reminding you to dig with care and to call before you dig. We appreciate that. All right, Knox Lumley, Logan Rumsey, right alongside one another on the front row. And the lights are going to go off on the safety vehicles and the lights around the track, and we are coming to green. I don't think they completed a lap, so they are making them reset and go again. Second attempt on the start for the B main. After that incident involving Tyler Berry, Hayden Tollison, they're in the rear. Everyone else back to their original spot. We're green flagging underway. B main 1, green. Nevin and Klein. By the way, my apologies. I was looking at time and score. Now it's finally updating correctly. Couple of laps in now with Cody Nevin leading the way over Bob Klein. Chase Hardy sitting there comfortably in 3rd. Chase Hardy trying to battle alongside with Lumley. Carr all in this mix, coming off the corner. Top 5. Cody Nevin, the big man, leading them right now in the 11. Bob Klein in second. There you see the 7. Coming to the cross flags this time by. They work their way off the corner. A little battle for the lead now. Klein on the inside. Powers on the inside of Nevin. Almost a dead heat at the line. We're halfway home. 6 down, 6 to go. Cross flags, last lap around. Here we see now the number 7. That's Bob Klein on the bottom. Making the run on Cody Nevin. Nevin powers back on the outside. Lumley right there and knocks Lumley in 24. Chase Hardy, all these drivers in the mix. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Working their way off the corner, down the back straightaway. 4 laps to go. It'll be 3 to go when they come to the line. Little hiccup on the start for a second attempt, but since then it's been clean and green. And look at this battle now for the transfer spots. Those are your top 6. Throw a blanket over them. Ride and drive, I'd say, but the more you advance your position, the better your starting spot is in the back. As there's a little contact again with Lumley, Hardy, and Carr. They hold it together, and right now Bob Klein powers down to the inside. The blue, number 7, comes to the white flag. One more lap to go under the Majulis C Speed Shop entry to the lead. Bob Klein. Behind him, also another Majulis C Speed Shop entry. Cody Nevin, Morgan, Carr, Junkman got back in 6th, and that's the way they finish up in B main number 1. Man, how about it for Drew Junkman? Struggled in the heat race, upside down, flipping, and somehow, some way, he fights his way back here at Lucas Oil Speedway to make it into the show in that 6th and final transfer spot when it's all said and done. Ladies and gentlemen, one more preliminary left to go. We got another 12-lap B main here. Top 6 transfer. Let's give you the starting lineup. Dylan Hauser on the pole. In the number 2, Tyler Wilfong, the 124. Beautiful looking race car. Row 2, Jason Salter in the 10. Cameron Kaysen, the 18. Row 3, Colton Herbert, Dr. Greatness is back. He'll have to transfer in for 6 spots from a B main. Bailey Dutton to his outside in the 31. Field rolling. Row 4, Lucas Rourke in the number 5 and Nick Baum in the 02. He was a scratch in the last heat race. See if he's a scratch in this one. And Matt George in the 23. Nick Baum is on track for the B main. Taking 6. 9 cars. Final preliminary here in the heartland of virtual Lucas Oil Speedway. We're green, and we're taking 6 in heat number B main 2. Boy, I got tongue-tied there for a second. So much racing going on. Look at the battle there on the top spot. It's Hauser on the whole shot. No chip up to the lead. Wilfong, Salter. Here comes Dr. Greatness down to the inside. That's going to be Colton Herbert. Herbert driving on the inside, catfishing alongside Salter, and they're 3 wide. The D1RT number 10 of Salter. The hot dog between the bun. Contact, slung like a rag doll, inside and outside. Somehow weasels his way and holds on to P2. Herbert to the bottom. Wilfong falling back. 4th, 5th, maybe more. 10 to go, 9 to go. Oh, no. Someone got up high. Salter did, the 10. Look at all that momentum he lost, and we're getting him sideways again off the corner. Baum and Dutton. Drivers that were in the back that didn't even run the heat race are trying to transfer into the A main to make it in the final 6. That's Baum in the transfer spot. He's on the bubble. Salter on the outside looking in, and you're watching that battle erupt. Herbert, Dr. Greatness, all the way back up to 2nd. Trying to run down Dylan Hauser. Dylan Hauser, the man that's up in the front, and he leads the way. Herbert, Rourke, Kaysen, top 4. Wilfong now getting around Kaysen. Salter getting around Baum to go to the transfer spot. Salter and Baum, and this is a battle for all of that going on as they work their way out the corner at a foremost 4 wide at Lucas Oil Speedway. Holy cow, they're not done lifting yet. 3 wide in the middle. Kaysen, Baum, flip-flopping for the transfer spots. What an awesome B-main. We're halfway home now. Less than 4 to go. Up high again. Oh, Herbert, Colton Herbert, shook to the back, sent to the back, Salter back up to the front, top side Baum, making the outside lane work. Everyone else is catfishing on the bottom. He's going up on the top shelf in the Angels Expressway, where Grandma hides the cookies from Grandpa and his dentures too, and we got a problem. 26 off the pace, the Assassin Motorsports entry. No caution, though. We stay green. And Dutton will go a lap down. Meanwhile, Hauser is... Oh, we got him wrecking in the back out of 4. George is spun around. Herbert is crashed. We're still on the white flag lap and 1 to go. Dylan Hauser, the leader, he comes off at turn 4, slams the wall, and he'll still take heat for the B-Main 2 victory. Dylan Hauser, Lucas Rourke, Nick Baum, Jason Salter gets back into the show along with Tyler Wilfong and Cameron Kaysen when it's all said and done. That's the way it stands. We're taking a break. When we come back, we're going 50 laps, the A-Main on deck, Lucas Oil Speedway, round 4 of, again, the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League Alex Robinson Racing Promotions Pro Qualifier Prep Series. We're back in a moment.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Welcome back to iRacing on LSRTV. The field will be advancing here. Hey, by the way, don't forget, coming up in about an hour from now, we've got coverage of the Northwest, it's the Northwest Click It RV Fixed Setup Series. Round 11 will be at Worldwide Technology Raceway. I think they've been given 2 fixed setups. Your choice to pick which one you want to run with. That's going to be a good one. Right now, it's A-Main Racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Let's give you your 24-car field. Starting lineup for $120 to win. Kendall Tucker from Mount Airy on the pole. To the outside, Logan Rumsey in the 7. Row 2, Evan C. in the 33. And Brandon Freeberg, the 171. Row 3, we'll find Matthew Selby in the 46. And Moneybags, Blake Majulis, the 127. Row 4, Brian Flatten, flat out from Minnesota, Elko to be exact, and Scott Fritz in 48. Row 5, top 10, Chase Barbera in the 20 and Robbie Buchanan in the 12. Row 6, these are your drivers that made it in from the heat races. Colton Zimmer and Ethan Toda, your top 12. Now you go to the drivers that made it in from the B-Mains, the B-Main winners, Bob Klein and Dylan Hauser, row 7. Rest of the lineup includes Cody Devin and Lucas Rourke in the 5. Row 8, row 9, Chase Hardy, the 99, and Nick Baum. He struggled in the heat, didn't even start. Made it into the B-Main. He'll start on the 18th position. Walker Morgan, Jason Salter, top 20. Row 11, Chance Carr and Tyler Wilfong, the 124. And the final row will find Drew Junkman flipping in the heat race, battles back with Cameron Kaysen on the outside. 24 drivers ready to go. So there's your lineup. 50 laps field coming off the pit road. Pace truck is in. Hayden Tollison, Bailey Dutton, Tyler Perry, Matt George, Knox Lumley of the drivers that didn't get to start. Here they come. A-Main time in Wheatland. We're green. 50 laps the distance. Showtime with the most powerful virtual late models on the planet. Dirt Super late models roar off the corner out of turn 4. We're 1 lap in, and listen to a roar. Oh no! They're getting airborne. We got 1-2 flipping, but no caution yet. You saw them flip off of 1 and 2, and somehow they still held it together. We still stay green. Round number 4, Pro Qualifier Prep Series race underway here. Working their way out the corner again. It's going to be Kendall Tucker. He's the man that leads the way. Evan C. and Logan Rumsey now battling for the number 2 spot. Ryan Flatten going after it with Freeberg and Fritz. I had a dog once named Fritz. Working his way off the corner out of turn 4. 5 laps into this race now. Man, Kendall Tucker just running away with it. What a strong run for the 00. Rumsey in that 2nd position, C in 3rd. Matthew Selby currently in that 3rd, 4th spot. They flip-flop as Blake Majulis starts to make a climb on the outside. Another one of those cars, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, Majulis Speed Lab entry battling there. And Selby, Tucker, Rumsey, C, Blake Majulis, and Selby top 5. Freeberg, Flatten, Fritz, Hauser, Barbera, and the top 10. That's the way it stands. I'm sorry, I saw the R. Rousers. About to have an Inspector Gadget moment. Go, go, Gadget late model.
Ruh-roh.
Hey, you're told not to come back. Kendall Tucker leads the way. Logan Rumsey, Evan C. Top 3. Look at this battle now with Selby and Majulis. Selby's got a car that looks like a throwback to Scott Bloomquist. Getting ready for the Dirt Late Model Dream weekend at Eldora next week. Johnny Appleseed Classic at Eldora on Sunday night. Memorial Day weekend, and then the Dirt Late Model Dream next Wednesday through Saturday will follow. Tucker, the leader. There he is. There he was. There he goes. What a strong run, boy. 13 laps, green flag, solidly into this thing. Rumsey C, second and third. Boy, Selby way, way high off the corner out of turn 4. Shut the door on them. Trying to put the block on Blake with Julius and Freeberg. All the while, with all this happens, they work their way in the turn. It's going to be now 15 of 50. Correction, 40 laps. I thought it was a 50-lap race. It's actually 40 laps. 40-lap feature. My apologies. We're going 50 laps in the dirt tomorrow night at Knoxville Raceway for the next round of the Northwest Super Late Model Dirt Series. Same cars. Tomorrow night, 11:15 Eastern Time. Or 11 o'clock, actually. 11 Eastern Time. Hope everybody has a great Memorial Day holiday. Don't forget the big boys of the real Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is at Wheatland, Missouri's track that you're watching tonight, the Lucas Oil Speedway in the Show Me 100. Just some of the awesome events that are going on race-wise across the country. And, of course, the big ones is the Grand Prix of Monaco, the Indianapolis 500, and the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. 18 of 40. Look at the track rubbering up in these daytime conditions. That is really, really harboring the handling on some of these drivers' cars. As you can tell, really great from the aerial view. By the way, aerial coverage always for tonight's race by LSRTV. Look at them weaseling, wheeling, and dealing. Sliding, gliding. At Texas drone videos? Did you say Texas? Okay, our aerial coverage will soon be brought to you by Texas Drone Videos. I wanted to make sure I had that clarification correct. Texas Drone Videos, gotta love it. 20 to go, by the way, man. We're 20 laps into this thing. "20 laps into the race. Solid run going right now for Logan Rumsey, getting around Kendall Tucker. He just made the move for the lead. Took advantage of Kendall Tucker being caught up in lap traffic and made it work. Kendall Tucker's now got to fight to get back after it. They're starting to slowly, surely overtake some more cars. There's Rumsey. Tucker right behind him. There you see him, Evan C. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. On board with Kendall Tucker. And that's the view for second. Trying to run down Logan Rumsey, the leader in P1. And lap traffic in the midst of all the leaders. Kendall Tucker want to try to take advantage of that. This is on board with the leader, Logan Rumsey, in the 7. The plan, obviously, is for Kendall Tucker to try to run down the leader, Logan Rumsey, when he's being overtaken by all this lap traffic. We'll see all this happen. And now Kendall Tucker has fell back to third. Evan C. is now the leader. Watch his visor. Oh, yeah. Watch the visor, how it gets dirty and then clears up. Well, yeah, here we go. Look, look. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. And then he's right back clear again. And he's trying to make a run on Logan Rumsey for the lead. By the way, we're closing in on 10 to go. No cautions in this race so far. 30 laps in. Lap traffic at Lucas Oil Raceway, Speedway, 3/8 mile. The leaders are taking it. Rumsey is the leader. Evan C. is trying to make something work to get around him. He's on the outside. Following that line, Kendall Tucker has lost ground with them. We're closing in. 10 laps to go, 9 to go now. We're in single digits. The battle for the lead. The battle for the win. Lap cars on the bottom of the racetrack. Morgan, Jonkman, clear a path. They're all getting out of the way. Or will they? Will they let the leaders have at it? Evan C to the bottom. Drifts up in front of Rumsey. He's at his driver door. Open the door back into the corner into 1 and 2. And we're 7 to go now. Here they go to the back stretch. Pucker time. The payout window's open. It's time to play checkmate. Get all those virtual pieces in order for checkmate to be the winner. Logan Rumsey, they got to get around the number 7. He made the move on Tucker, and now here comes C to the bottom. He'll pull up in front of the machine of Rumsey. Rumsey gives him room. A and C will have to close back in. 6 to go. 5 to go, excuse me. 5 laps to go now. Working into turn number 3. Rumsey still there. Rumsey outside. C inside. Tucker. Majulis 3 and 4. Matthew Selby in 5th. And that throwback of Scott Bloomquist's Zero Machine. 4 to go, 3 to go when they come to the line. Battle for the lead. He got a punter in the fuel cell in the back. The number 7 goes around. It's going to be the 7 going around there. And we got a caution. That's Bob Klein, everybody, that went around. Bob Klein. Yellow flag will fly. Bob Klein putting us under caution here. Oh, my. You went caution-free the entire 38 laps. Evan C. clipped the Bob Klein machine. They were trying to fight through lap traffic. Here's a look at it again on the replay. Watch the 33. Trying to work around, getting around all these cars that are in his path. Whoa. Rumsey drifts up in front of Evan C. C back on the bottom, and he just hooked the left rear. Not meaning to, I don't think, Charles. I just think that he was diving in so fast he couldn't get on the binders in time. Are they going to give the penalty to the 33? That is the question. Yeah, we'll see that here. And it doesn't look like it, though. In my opinion, it looked to me like a racing accident. I don't per se see him intentionally driving in there and hitting him and spinning him out. I see them fighting, and he dove down to the left rear, and he got into him because he was going so fast into the corner. Nonetheless, yeah, I mean, but the 7 spun, though. So Bob Klein's the one that spun. I think they're talking about it, though. I think race control are definitely discussing things here, but we've not seen the lights go out yet. We're still under caution. Hey, by the way, I don't want to land one caution, but obviously we had a couple of cautions in the heats and the B mains and all that, but one in the feature, and of course, no caution laps in this race. Or caution laps don't count, might I add. They're making caution laps. Hello. But caution laps don't count. But one lead change. And that was, of course, Tucker being passed by Logan Rumsey right after halfway. He's the man out in front right now. Logan Rumsey, Evan C., Kendall Tucker, 1, 2, and 3. Blake Majolis, Matthew Selby, your top 5. By the way, again, that's brought to you by Virginia811.com, reminding you to dig with care. Call before you dig. You want to dig a hole for a pool, for a pole, for a building, a water line, cable, sewer, anything. Call before you dig. That was a good promo. Still under caution. And they still have the lights on. Are they possibly talking about penalizing the 33? They are looking at the replay to make a determination of this. So that's the reason why we are continuously under the yellow flag. All right, it looks like the lights are off. Charles, what you got for us real quick? We're coming to green. I think it's going to stand.
Yeah, well, that's what we were going to talk about. If it was standing, he did clip it. Not intentional, obviously, but it's one of them. Sometimes it's this depends on the ruling. If he was involved, he goes to the rear. Obviously, that's not the rule here.
He was innocent.
Well, thank you, Mr. Voice. All right, we're back to green. Logan Rumsey back underway with Evan C. up on the outside, and Kendall Tucker battles with him for second. Working the way with 2 to go. Working off turn 4. Here they come to the line. Kendall Tucker's on the bottom. White flag. 1 to go. Majulis in the battle. You got 4 cars now to fight for the win. Logan Rumsey. Tucker. C. Who's going to go for it? Rumsey up high. C up high. Tucker on the bottom. There's contact, and he's still going to win it. Logan Rumsey wins a wild one here in a shootout of over a finish at Lucas Oil Speedway. Kendall Tucker will come back to finish second. Evan C. will finish third. Blake Majulis fourth. And I will say this, besides the times that they're present, usually Evan C. or Blake Majulis win. Not tonight. Logan Rumsey gets it done. Look at the finish, and they're crashing in the end. Holy cow. Your flip count just went up to about another 6. Flip count at 6, presented extra by Virginia811.com. Call before you dig, and even if you flip. All right, let's take a look at the results real quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to have a fast post-race show because we got to get a quick turnaround to prepare for the next broadcast coming up. Rumsey, Tucker, C. Majulis, C. Selby, Flatten, along with your top 5. Flatten, Freeberg, Toder, Hauser, and Barbera, top 10. And you got Nick Baum, Zimmer, Rourke, Fritz, Nevin, Buchanan, Carr, Kaysen, Salter, Wilfong, top 20. Everyone else is either wrecked or multiple laps down, including Drew Jonkman on the lead lap, Chase Hardy, and then Bob Klein and Walker Morgan being just 1 lap down. So it really wasn't that bad. There you go. And again, 2 cautions, or 1 caution actually, for your Virginia811.com dig with care. Coming up, we're going post-race. Rumsey, Tucker, C. We'll talk to them when we return. This is coverage of the Alex Robinson Racing Promotions Kentucky Dirt iRacing League, co-sanctioned, again, Pro Dirt Qualifier Series. iRacing on LSRTV. Welcome back to coverage of iRacing on LSRTV. The Pro Qualifier Dirt Series wrapping up at Lucas Oil Speedway. We'll grab our at least runner-up and winner. If we get Evan C., we'll pull them in the box. But right now, we'll holler at Kendall Tucker. Kendall, you led the start of the race. After halfway, you got passed by the proverbial winner. You had a chance to battle back on that caution late. Man, you were giving it your all, but a good solid run here to finish in the second spot.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good run. Obviously wish we could have got the win there, but, you know, rolling off first after getting quick timing, you know, I can't really complain much. Just it was all up to me, really, just to try to seal the deal, and just unfortunately wasn't able to. You know, Logan had a really fast car and was able to work his way around us there, and unfortunately kind of slipped off the top of the cushion there in turn one, the lap that he went to slide me, so I'm not really sure if that would have made much of a difference or not. But you know, he kind of checked out there, and Evan got by us, and you know, like you said, got that last restart there, and you know, wish we could have had a little better green flag lap, you know, getting into one. If I could have rolled the bottom of that lap like I did the last lap, you know, we might could have had something for him there, you know. But you know, all in all, second, you know, we'll take it.
I'll tell you what, man, it seemed like everything, again, went good for you. You had a strong car in practice. You won your qualifier fast time. You won your heat race, and then, you know, just one spot shy here in the race. But running daytime here at Lucas Oil Speedway, definitely different than running night for sure. I mean, the track rubbered up very significantly faster than what you would see probably under the lights.
Yeah, you know, it's just kind of hit or miss. You know, if you run day or nighttime on this sim, it seems like, depending on what kind of track you're going to get. But with no reset, you know, with the whole server, and you know, you kind of expect one line to kind of get dominant there at some point in the race, especially when it slicks off. So you know, but I thought the track was really racy. You know, the longer the race went on there, you know, especially that last restart, you know, it seemed like there was a lot of different lines, you know, coming. I feel like the bottom would have maybe came back in 1 and 2 there, and it seemed like the top was coming in 3 and 4, you know, before that caution came out. So you know, but we'll just try and get him again next time. And you know, I got to thank you guys for the broadcast, and you know, thanks to everybody at Magilla Speed Shop and CFM for everything.
There you go. There's the thoughts of Mount Airy, North Carolina's Kendall Tucker. Hey, Kendall, where are you racing at this year, man? You've been running that real late model, the 604, 602?
Yeah, we've ran it probably 5 or 6 times now. We've ran Tennessee, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina so far, so and Georgia. So we've honestly been in a different state, it seems like, every time we've unloaded the race car. But we'll just not really sure when our next race will be. Hopefully we'll find somewhere to race not this weekend, but you know, the next weekend coming up. Just get the car freshened back up. Just got it washed tonight before we hopped on here. So you know, we'll just see where we go next. All
right, brother. Well, Kendall, it's always great catching up with you. Tell Mom Velvet I said hello. Your dad Noel and Carson and the entire Tucker family. You guys are great people.
Yes, sir. Will do. Wesley, good to talk to you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, from Mount Airy, North Carolina, that's the driver again of Kendall Tucker. He'll settle for the number 2 spot. Winner of the race is in the house, and Logan Rumsey. Boy, oh boy, what a battle. You made it work when you needed to. You got around Kendall Tucker. You held off the advances of other guys coming at you. And man, I'll tell you what a phenomenal battle we had here tonight. If it would have went to the green clean and fair, I think you would have easily got him, but that caution really changed it up. You had to do some defensive driving to get around him and hold on to victory, didn't you, Logan?
Yeah, we had a really good race there. I knew I'd be pretty good running this really slick track because I have a lot more races than Kendall does, so I knew I kind of had an advantage on him. So I just kind of ran the line. I knew it would be fast, and eventually we got by him. And then I just kept running the same line until around lap 30, and then Evan, you know, he's really, really good. So he was just running other lines, catching me a little bit, so I was kind of losing my roadmap out there, but we hung on for the win.
Well, man, I will say this. Usually when Evan C. or Blake Majulis are in the house, they normally win. Y'all put a stop to that tonight.
Yeah, but we've been working pretty hard to get better than them setup-wise and driving-wise, so it definitely feels good. We've been really running with them here lately.
Well, what do you take, a final question, segue this to helping your thanking your sponsors. What do you take from this Pro Qualifier Series not only making a little bit of money, but without a doubt, by the way, I'm so happy to see where this is growing. I want to see more cars, but to get you on that level to run with the big boys when they run for that big money on Monday night.
Yeah, it just helps. Like everyone's so good, so you got to stay on here. Staying good. Trying to get better every race, and I'm making your setup faster and everything. And I just been tired of letting Evan and Blake win the last year. It seems like even the last 2 years. So
Alex Robinson Racing Promotions.
Thank
For
you.
Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, I am Wesley Outland. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week. Have a good one. This has been the exciting coverage of the super late models of the KDIRL Pro Qualifier Series. We are back in a bit with, again, the Xfinity B cars from Worldwide Technology Raceway. I'm Wesley Outland. You've been tuned in to coverage of iRacing on LSRTV. Good night from virtual Lucas